All right, Miss Miller. I was going to try and demonstrate to you repairing one of your wind damaged shingles here. So I got some pictures I'll include with this. So I already took a picture of before, and now we're going to unseal it so we can get the nails out. So right here, it just rips right through. We're already damaging the shingles. I can't even get this. Let me try this other pry bar, see if it might help a little better. It's just damaging right through the shingle. All right, so now we have to unseal the two above it to get the nails out. Same thing here, the shingle's just ripping apart. Trying to be as gentle as possible with this, and there's just granules. Let me get closer so you can see this. So this shingle is not going to, let me zoom out a little bit here. This shingle right here is not going to be replaced. And as you can see from me trying to unseal it, it's already ripping through right here. And as I try to unseal this, you see all those granules right there just popping out, and I'm barely trying to look, it just ripped through right there. Now this shingle is not being replaced, so so I was able to get it up, but again, you can see all these granules flopping around everywhere. There's a hole in the shingle now. There's a hole in this one. Let's see if we can keep on, see, barely touching the shingle, and it just ripped apart right there. Let's see, I even have another tool, we can try that. Maybe this will help a little better. Got this little putty knife. Man, it's still ripping through it up here. Trying to be as gentle as possible here, but again, you see all these granules just popping out. There's none, you know, they're all in there pretty solid right now, but as I get the sealant undone, it's causing more and more granules to fall out. I can't even, there it goes, and look at that, ripped the shingle again right there. You can see that. I think we're gonna go back to this. It was working the best. That one came up pretty easy. Last row up here. Again, you see all these granules popping out as I unseal it. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got at least those 4 areas already, plus this one right here. This one didn't even come unsealed all the way yet. Let's see if we can get it undone. It's just damaging the shingle. But again, all these granules are falling out. So you can see there's a bit of a hole right there, and a bit of the shingle chipped off there. So we're not even close to finished with this repair. We've already damaged that much of the other shingles. So I'm gonna continue on with it and see how we can do. Let's see if we can set this back up. Be very cautious to not lift these shingles up too high. Gotta get these nails out. these shingles are just pulling right through the nails. Another nail just pulled right through the shingle. Can't even get the nail out. Just lifting these shingles up just as much as I have to get these nails out. Man, the shingle's just coming apart. Trying as best I can not to cause any damage to these shingles, but they are so brittle, they just pull right through the nails. I got all of them. You could see all those granules that just fell off. But as you can see here, we got matte transfer all over the shingle. This is where the material from the shingle above just stays stuck on. So you can see that's bits of shingle. So we got issues all right here, all right here. Not to mention, the shingle was just pulling through on some of these nail holes and creating larger holes. You should not be able to see that much of my glove through that hole right there. Same thing here, it just ripped right through. Not to mention, you know, we're not supposed to be replacing these, just the one damaged one. And if you look under, these nail holes are too big now because the shingles just ripped right through them. So just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this shingle because, you know, there's no products that are actually compatible with the shingle that you have now. And this is just as a demonstration anyway. Let's look at the back of this. So you can see the nail hole's a little bigger this way too. So they just ripped right through. That one's okay, that one's okay, that one's okay. That one is not, this one is not, and this one is not. That one's good. But you can see that matte transfer again. These other shingles are not going to reseal because of that. So not only are we damaging the other shingles, we are also preventing them. They will no longer seal properly the way they were meant to when installed. Get that line back up. Get this camera set back up. Now we're going to nail this back in. Different people recommend different things. As far as tools go, I personally like to just hammer the nails in with my hand, but some people recommend this, so you know, I usually will try to attempt it. See if we can make it work. Every roof is a little different. So this helps us nail these nails in without actually lifting these other shingles up too high. Go in all the way. See if we can try that one more time. So I don't think that's going to work here. I'll bring the camera over here and show you in a second, but this is not letting the nails go in flush because there's such a big lip on it. And per code, we have to nail them in flush with the slope of the roof. So I'll try and nail the rest of these in by hand. So again, trying not to lift it, but as much as I have to. But again, in order to repair this roof up to code, we do have to make sure the nail is hidden flush. So I'm lifting the shingle up just enough to make sure that the thing is getting hidden flush. And again, that's just enough to get my hammer head flat with the roof. So grab this just to show you what we got going on over here. So when I tried to use this green tool that some people do suggest, as you can see, that nail is not going in flush. So now gotta lift this up, nail it in flush. So that way that shingle can lay down flat. And again, if you take a look here, we're gonna lift this up. I'm just lifting these shingles up just enough